Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Pits. Hey, today is all about the maiden voyage of the Lone Star pellet grill. Okay, we're gonna be doing some chicken breasts, put them on different places just to see the airflow, the coloration, and all that stuff. Learning the pellet grill as we do it. You guys watch this. Some things to mention before we get started. Technically, it's not my first cook, being a whole new different unit compared to anything I've ever done before between the fireboard and just dealing with Lone Star in general. We did fire it up a couple days ago. We did some smoked country style ribs just to see how it reacted. Make sure the power works, make sure the auger's working, all that stuff. So technically this is the first cook that you guys have seen. We've done stuff on the back end. That's just part of it. As I mentioned in the walk around video, the seasoning video, that I wanted to introduce some wood chips to these pellets. Now there is one kind of caution to that message. If you do not have a Lone Star pellet smoker, I cannot recommend or suggest you doing this to yours. That's one of the very, very high top 3 selling points I had for this smoker was the ability to include wood chips to a pellet smoker. Okay, so I bought these from Lone Star Grillz. Right now they currently have 2 flavors. They have oak and they have hickory. Being that hickory is so common in the southeast, I thought I'd change it up a little bit and try the oak. I know oak is very popular in Texas. Just a different type of region. It's a very common, similar wood to hickory. It's very hard, all that stuff. So, with that being said, I have drained my pellet hopper. This is those B&B pellets. And this is kind of like the idea I'm doing. They say you can do up to 50-50. I'm just going to show you really quickly. I'm going to do more of a 70-30. Not a big deal to me. I know it seems like a hassle. I'm just showing you ballpark of what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3. You can definitely do this on a larger scale. And there you go. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this, fill up my hopper back to at least like halfway. I don't think there's any reason to fill it up to 100%. It's a 40-pound hopper, and then we're going to get started on the chicken. All right, extremely easy to use. You just press the power button, press knob to ignite, and there you go. Okay, so on this pellet smoker, I know for a fact that the last few that I've had specifically mentioned to open your lid when you're starting. This does not. It says close your lid. Just food for thought. So we'll let it go. It's at 225. We might bump it up to, I don't know, 240 just to be ornery. All right, if you guys are interested, we will have this recipe listed on pelletsandpits.com, where we have plenty of other recipes, smoker involved. Really quick, I just call this basically my Texas rub. It's a very basic rub. 2 parts black pepper, diamond crystal kosher salt, 1 part garlic powder, and 1 part seasoned salt. You can either shake it, give it a mix, and then find yourself a good container. Sometimes I just use leftover containers from other seasonings that we've used. Now that was a perfect guess. And there you go. Nice, even, balanced, Texas style, heavy on the pepper seasoning. Typically when I'm doing the griddles, I do my first kind of like a bread test. We've done it on several of them. I just throw some bread down, and basically I just learn my hot spots, cool spots, how the griddle reacts, stuff like that. But honestly, instead of just doing bread, I thought what a great way just to be able to season some chicken breast up. You're still going to get the color aspect. You'll be able to see your hot spots just as easy. Just something to, besides bread, you know?
And we're meal prepping some chicken at the same time.
Yep, absolutely. So I save these for my stocks. Just cut up all the little, I'm fine with some of the fat. Just do a little trimming. Now that you got them all trimmed up, that all-purpose seasoning, get the sides, add as much as you like. All right, fat side facing the fire. Kind of just hedging my bet, putting the fatter pieces closer to the fire. Something just like that. All right, it's been about an hour and a half. Just to give you guys a quick look. As expected, these right here are the hottest ones. They're probing about 140, 135. The rest of them are probing anywhere between 127 and like 132. So what I'm gonna do is take a stick of butter. If you only had a couple chicken breasts, you could do like a tablespoon a piece, kind of like wrap them individually and set them on the smoker. But since there's so much chicken, I'm just gonna throw a whole stick of butter on. I'll set this somewhere like that. Let that butter start melting. And then as the chicken is done, we'll be able to add it to the aluminum foil, wrap it up, and let it bathe in all that butter. And that's how you get juicy smoked chicken. I'm gonna pull these off. Typically, I'll just put them right in the bath. But I'm gonna try to make it so we'll do the front shelf, we'll do the top shelf. All right, so as you would look at this, I've changed the cutting board around. This is exactly what my smoker would look like. So as you can see, I don't know how close it needs to get, but very, very, very even heating. Remember, we had the fat parts facing the hot part of the fire. This might be a little light way back in the back right part of it, but other than that, I mean, very, very, very even. To get the juicy part of the chicken, we're just going to kind of like bathe it in butter. So each one of these gets kind of like dipped. I pulled them about 150. Some might be 152, some might be 148, somewhere through there. Alrighty, when all your chicken's dunked in all that butter, we'll wrap it up. Keep that steam in there. Back on the pit it goes until it hits the internal temperature that we're looking for.
Smells good.
So like all cooks, you know, you learn a little bit. I did notice that it seemed like it took forever for this meat to cook today. Been hovering around like the 3-hour mark, and I was like, golly, for chicken breast, that seems like a long time. Granted, there are some nice chunkers in there, but ultimately, maybe about the 2.5 hour mark, somewhere through there. So what I noticed is on my smoker, I don't think I was running, even though the fireboard says X amount of temp, I didn't necessarily feel like it was running that temp on the inside, so I put an external thermometer in there, and I was averaging about 20 degrees off. Since I was being stubborn earlier, and instead of doing 250, I did like 235, 240. That probably knocked that grate down to about 215, somewhere through there. I didn't realize this until like a long time, you know, into the cook. So I just adjusted it. I can play around with it. That's what happens on your first cook. You just try to get accustomed to it. What does it do? What other things can I do as a cook on the grill? And as long as you know your temps, then you can adjust accordingly. As soon as I turned the temp up, then I was able to get this pan right here up to about 250. And then obviously the chicken rose in a hurry. So there you go. Beautiful, juicy, smoked chicken breast. Extremely versatile. Like I said, I know we're losing light like crazy. I don't know if you can actually see how moist they are. Oh yeah. Nothing special, just done right. And that's the key. Not overcooked.
Hard to tell in the light.
Yeah, we're losing light. I mean, look at all the moisture in there. I know it's hard to tell because we're losing light, but that's a part of it. Learning your smoker, you know, like I said, instead of doing like a bread test or a biscuit test, why not do a chicken test?
That's good chicken. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that's dangerous. All right, guys, there you go. Fantastic way just to play around with the grill. You get bang for your buck. Cheaper way to, you know, just to get to learn your grill. And obviously, the proof is in the pudding. Juicy as can be. I just can't stop dabbing. I just cannot stop dabbing. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Keep dabbing.
Keep dabbing.